Guys, I told y'all we're gonna be educating. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back because one day I plan on running for public office, and I'm getting more educated myself and stuff I already know. I want to share to. I want to share to the YouTube world. Hope y'all like. Hope y'all subscribe. Hope y'all watching. We got 2,027 subscribers. Hope we all can get up and watch this video. Let's get educated on this. This is gonna be a video from PragerU. This is Miss Carla Swam. I think that's how you say her name. Pronounce it. If I did, sorry. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I said Jim Crow Joe. I broke down the thief of compromise and how we need all to be educated on it. I want y'all to roll out this video. I want y'all to hear this video. I want y'all to understand this video. I want y'all to watch all the way through.
This way. The Three-Fifths Compromise was an example of difficult but necessary political bargaining. Without it, Wagner argued, the northern and southern states would never have agreed to form a single union.
Just later.
No Three-Fifths Compromise.
We in history class, y'all. We in history.
America. Many people, including 31 members of his own faculty, vehemently disagreed. Wagner, the faculty member suggested, was excusing the inexcusable. They signed an open letter stating that the Three-Fifths Compromise was an insult to the descendants of slaves and an example of racial denigration. So who's right? Let's look at the text again. Representatives shall be apportioned among the states by adding to the whole number of free persons 3/5 of all other persons. Note that the Constitution does not say that a slave is not a person. It explicitly says that they are persons. And it also does not say that a slave is 3/5 of a person, as many today mistakenly believe. The 3/5
A lot of intelligent people believe that.
Had nothing to do with the human worth of an individual slave,
Correct.
but everything to do with how many representatives each state would have in the U.S. Congress. For that purpose, states could only claim 3/5 of their slave population. The Three-Fifths Compromise was devised by those who opposed slavery, not.
So the thief of compromise was the people that opposed slavery, because like she just said, and I reiterated on my channel earlier on the video, that it was about, they were trying to get more representation in the government, so they wanted to count people that they don't even consider slaves, the Democrats, part of their population. And the Republicans said, no, the free state, no. You can't do that. That ain't even slave. How kind of hypocritical stuff y'all want to hear? So they compromised it so they can get a United States, so they can combat slavery and have a civil war to end it. The more representation they had, the more representation you think that the Democratic racist slavery people was going to have slavery still go on.
How about those who were for slavery? Or to put it another way, it wasn't the racists of the South who wanted to count slave populations less than white populations. It was abolitionists of the North. The framers of the Constitution were divided on the issue of slavery. The free states of the North wanted to abolish it. The slave states of the South wanted to expand it. You might say that southern slave states wanted to have it both ways. They wanted to count that slave purpose of representation, but they didn't want to give any representation
to the slave.
Why did this matter? Let's look at the numbers. In the 1790 census, just 3 years after the Constitution was ratified, the free states of New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware had a population of about 1.8 million free whites. The slave states of Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia had about 1.1 million free whites and 633,000 slaves. Add those two numbers and you get nearly equal populations between the North and the South. By the time of the Civil War, the slave population had grown to 4 million.
Jesus.
Imagine how much more powerful slave states would have been without the Three-Fifths Compromise. If 100% of the slave population had been counted, slavery may very well have lasted into the 20th century.
Absolutely.
Why, you might ask, didn't the North simply insist that the South not count slaves at all? Because the slave states would never have agreed to join the Union. They would have
100%.
formed their own country, and we would have had two nations, one free and one slave, living side by side in conflict from the very start.
Yes, sir.
The Three-Fifths Compromise was the solution to the most difficult challenge the framers faced. how to create a single country out of people so divided on a fundamental issue. As discordant as the compromise sounds to modern ears, without it there would have been no United States. Following his defense of the compromise, Emory President James Wagner issued an apology to his outraged critics, asking for forgiveness for his clumsiness and insensitivity. As it turns out, Wagner had nothing to apologize for. The 3/5 compromise didn't deny the humanity of blacks, it affirmed it. I'm Carol Swain
Carol
of
Swain.
Prager University.
Woo!
Thanks for watching.
Wasn't that powerful? Wasn't that powerful? Didn't it? I hope this video just opened your eyes up. Like, I've been lied to for my whole life. I hope this did, because I knew this from 8th grade. I knew this from 8th. I don't know about y'all, but this was powerful. This make you feel like, damn. The Democrats been doing the Democrats been doing the black people dirty all this damn time. I hope y'all feel and understand that the necessary evil that the compromise and political stuff we had to do, it had everything to do with getting black people free, and the 3/5 compromise was a compromise to the people at large to make sure that it won't form two. Imagine if the South had just the slave countries and then the North had free, we would have never, it'd still be slavery going on right now if it weren't for that 3/5 compromise. 4 million people to almost 2 million people, they would have so much representation, it would have been to the 26, like she said. But they had to come by and say, you know what? They would have never joined us as one country. And right now, we divided on some issues, but we never divided like this. So I want y'all to like, subscribe, share the video, and I hope this was common sense, and hope y'all change y'all viewpoint of the Democratic Party, who got y'all on a slave plantation, and who really for the people. Y'all like, subscribe.